All right, here we go again. Strap up. This is it. Movie Snitch, my main source, my main man, who has never let me down, has given me clarity on the Sony Disney fallout. As always, he comes through with much needed information to know, and people are trying to figure out who to blame for this Spider-Man fallout with Sony and Disney, and why Kevin Feige and the team of Marvel won't be involved in the next Spider-Man project. Well, so far they keep saying Kevin Feige won't be the lead producer, but Marvel still be involved. That's not what we're getting here. It's not that the Disney contract deal didn't go through. Sony wanted a better position when the deal was announced. That did not happen. And here on Screen Thing, you're going to hear the truth for the first time ever. No one has ever reported it anywhere. Thanks to the movie Snitch. Shouts out to you. And here we are, man. We are giving it to you live. My spies have brought forth the information needed. Make sure you share the video too. And make sure you definitely subscribe to the page, because you don't want to miss any of this. Now, Sony purposely sabotaged this deal. I repeat, they went in to extort Disney. The giant, according to my sources, they went in to extort Disney and tried to dictate to Disney what they wanted, take it or leave it style. To Disney, the people who took them out of obscurity. And why, you might ask, does they decide to make this bold move? Sony was always trying to reposition themselves with Spider-Man, and they did not want to marry themselves to Marvel completely. One, they didn't like the idea of what had transpired at the end of Spider-Man that was attaching them more towards the Marvel side. They wanted Spider-Man to be its own thing. So the end scene you saw with Jonah Jameson and all that, that was kind of added on. That was the tagline to try to bring Spider-Man back to his realm. Bring him back to the city, the Daily Planet, where it is now, and dealing with this situation. It's like, oh wow, this is a big, huge, shocking moment. What's going to happen with Spider-Man now? He's kind of growing up, he's kind of maturing. Here's what the movie snitches informed us to know. Sony, ever since the success of Venom, Venom was a success. Venom did $864 million, almost $1 billion. Didn't quite get there, but this was a film that they didn't think was going to make $600 million. Easy. Didn't think it was going to make that much money. And it had favorable reviews, despite people being upset over the first trailers of the movie. But when they saw the finished work, they kind of liked it. It didn't have that many action scenes that you could see with Venom, but overall, people liked the movie. Me, I thought it was very well done for the budget they had, and it was decent, but it wasn't over the top. Upgrade was the same script with a much better, much better movie. Now, as we move forward, let's get to the grease. And what is the grease? Sony saw the success that they got with Venom and said, well, All we need to do is mix Venom with Spider-Man, and we have a $1 billion film, which we make all the money, and we can cut out Marvel. We don't need their characters. We don't need anything. We're rolling now. Thank you for all you've done. We can move forward. They didn't want Marvel no more. But they don't want to lose the Marvel fans. So they got to make it look like Disney, the main giants, blew this whole thing up. And I know you're going to say, that's crazy. No, it isn't. It's about money. Disney was making a lot of money off the merchandising, the theme parks, everything. Sony was getting screwed. So now that the deal is over and they came to the renegotiation table, things didn't go the way that, Marvel wanted. And plus, Marvel's got their hats and other things outside of Spider-Man. The only thing this hurts is the cast of the previous Spider-Man. I felt this Spider-Man worked because it related more to the younger audience, kids. Kids love to see movies about kids. So when they saw high school kids going to see Tom Holland as Spider-Man, that's a big, huge hit to lose Tom Holland as Spider-Man. We finally got a Spider-Man that the young kids like as much as the adults, saying, okay, I could deal with him. You finally passed that test. Then you go and fail the test by coming out and doing something that I'm going to tell you, shouts out again to the movie snitch. Sony has been auditioning people privately seeking out a new Spider-Man. Yep, you heard it. A new Spider-Man. A new Spider-Man. And nobody but Joe Keery. Now, a lot of you might say, Joe who? If you watch Stranger Things, Joe Keery is the guy that plays Stevie, the former boyfriend who got beat up in part 1, was at the ice cream parlor in part 3, Chips Ahoy. So apparently, after the next Venom movie, they want to introduce Spider-Man into the series. And they want Joe Keery to play Spider-Man. Sony has already forged a script to support why they want this to happen and go in this direction. According to the movie snitch, Sony never liked Tom Holland. This was a complete Marvel pick. They did not really enjoy the fact, not that they don't think he's a great actor. It's not about that at all. They didn't think he had the requirements to be Spider-Man. He was very athletic, but he was too short for the role. Sony thought they should have gone with another actor that they had in place and said, well, let's get this guy because Tom Holland's just a little too short. He's too short to be Spider-Man. But they're like, look, we're doing it in high school. We need him to look like a 16-year-old boy. Having him too tall at 16 would just kind of lose the effect. So to fix this problem, even some at Marvel agreed that, yeah, he might be a little too short for the role. So we're going to do a lot of close-ups. So when they did Civil War, you saw a lot of close-ups, or the CGI made him bigger than what he really was, a little taller. But it was the way he played Peter Parker and how he was written that made it more, made it more appealing. So they wanted a Spider-Man that the world could relate to. They want to make a sexy Spider-Man with sexy hair. But here's the problem. Stranger Things, he's already signed contractually to Stranger Things 4. And now when Stranger Things 4 happens, they can't shoot in between movies. That's part of the contract deal. So I don't know how they're going to get this, but they already have a script. They have a treatment script for the very next Spider-Man movie that they want to film without Marvel. In the opening sequence, they're going to have Joe Keery, who plays Spider-Man's character. He's going to wake up out of the bed right next to Mary Jane. He's going to already be with Mary Jane. And he's going to say, Mary, I just had this crazy dream, right? I was fighting with like all these superheroes, and it was this purple guy, and I had like these arms and stuff. He was going to dream. They're going to make it a dream sequence. Everything he did in Marvel. Destroy everything they did. Thanos, the whole thing, wipe it completely out as a dream. Yes, that's that. Welcome back to Sony. Welcome back to Sony. They were gonna wipe it all out as a dream. And start the movie from there. Well, the first movie that they're making would be epic because they're gonna have Carnage, Woody Harrelson, Tom Hardy in his third and final film with Sony as Venom. That will be it. Spider-Man versus Carnage and Venom. They know they're gonna make $1 billion. And I can't say I'm not gonna watch that film. I'm gonna watch that film. Because finally Sony's got it. Let's just give the damn fans what they saying they want to pay their money for. So maybe they finally figured it out. And they thinking of all the millions they get to put back in their pockets by cutting out Marvel. Now I hope the dream sequence thing does not happen. But believe me, you've heard it here first. So don't forget to hit the Cash App up, donate to the page, because this is exclusive news. Support, Screen Fiend, subscribe, hit that notification button. I'm out.